how are you feeling, Ketan?
Yep. Hi Bharat, I'm feeling great, and this is a. I'm thankful to you for giving me this opportunity. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah,
I've been following you, following this epi life of yours for quite some time now,
yeah,
and I think it's a very good platform for to bring out the good from the people or experts from the industry. For them, it's a nice platform to give out their ideas, their views,
yes, yes.
and overall, I think you're doing a great job helping people, or rather, just it's a way of I think sharing each other's knowledge with everyone. So it's for everyone's benefit. So
Yeah,
in fact, I'm feeling great to be here with you. Thanks.
great, great. So, Venus is saying hello to you, Venus. Joy is
Oh,
there.
hi Venus.
Yeah, so you're lucky to be on YouTube Live instead of Facebook Live. Yeah,
Probably
so,
had I would have put it in my channel as well. So
yeah.
even put more.
So, let's welcome Ketan Sarage. Ketan Sarage is a chartered accountant and practicing since last 8 years. He's a co-founder in Sarage Doshi and Associates also, and lucky to have him on Facebook, not YouTube Live, not Facebook Lives after a long time. And Rinki Garwal saying hi, Ketan.
Hi Ringi.
Rasika Palekar saying hello, Ketan.
Hi.
Vinita Acharya is saying hi, Ketan. How are you?
Hi everyone. I'm good.
So everyone is excited to listen to you on the taxation part which you're going to
Oh,
discuss.
I,
There's
I had a
Anil.
perception taxation is quite boring thing, but I don't know. People are so excited to hear about
People are more interested to see how they can save more money now.
that.
So there's Anil G saying hi, Ketan.
Anil?
G.
Anil ji, yeah, that's Kinwani.
Okay,
From
your father-in-law.
watching. Great.
Great, lucky to have your father-in-law watching you also. Great. So Ketan is a dear friend of mine. We know since 6-7 years now at least, and we are working together as client and vendor, vendor and client, whatever you say. But
Yeah,
we're
it's
working together.
vice versa client
Yeah,
consultant relationship, I can say.
yeah, and it's all about post-lockdown actions for business. Today we're going to talk for an accounts and finance perspective and brief on RBI announcements dated 22nd May, so today's date. So you
Yeah.
guys are lucky to hear about today's announcement, what RBI governors did it, and Ketan will brief some of the announcement which was done today. So Ketan, are you ready?
Yep.
There's Chandresh Kapadia saying hello to you.
Oh, hi Chandresh. Nice to have you here.
So what about
Okay.
this RBI governor announcement which has been
Uh,
done today?
So I think it was long due, Bharat, because the last announcement that the RBI governor had done, it was somewhere
Yes,
around in March,
yes,
and that time no one knew the what will the period of lockdown, and
yes,
probably with numerous extensions, that
yes,
was high time now that the governor would have come up with some of the additional announcement to give some more relief. So
yeah,
basically, I would summarize this whole announcement of today's in a very 3 to 4 pointers.
yes,
It's basically the similar relief that he has announced earlier in terms of moratorium. He has
mm-hmm.
just come up with an additional period to cover on that moratorium. So we could term it as moratorium 2.0. Like
Yeah,
people have
yeah,
lockdown 3.0, 4.0. It's a moratorium 2.0 scenario,
yes,
wherein he has given additional 3 months uh, permission to the bankers to
mm-hmm.
let the borrowers have that benefit of 3 months moratorium. So initially the period cover was from March to May, March, April, and May. So now that can be also availed for June, July, and August. So whatever you yeah.
Okay,
So I was speaking about the additional 3 months moratorium in terms of interest on ODCC facility also. The
yes,
only additional part that the governor has announced, this 3 months interest moratorium that was allowed. So
yes,
after 3 months, the borrower was liable to pay the complete interest in the fourth month. So which was in
yes,
a way a burden on the borrower as well. So he has
yes,
just gave a relief there also. So what he has said is whatever interest that's getting deferred, in this six
yeah,
months period, the whole interest can be converted into a term loan,
okay,
and that interest as a term loan can be repaid in
Yeah.
EMIs on
Yeah.
or before 31st March 2020. So, you get an additional time to pay those 6 months interest.
Yeah.
And but again, all these announcements are kind of an permissions given by the governor to the bankers. So
Mm-hmm.
again, it's all at the sole discretionary, or it's at the disposal of the bankers,
Bankers.
whether they. So it's not a compulsion on them, but yeah, it's kind of an permission given by the RBI to them.
Yes.
Apart
Yes.
from that, a couple of announcements in terms of repo rate cuts, which probably will lead to lesser interest on savings FDs.
Okay.
Maybe your home loans or loans can also become a little cheaper. Your EMI might reduce a bit.
Okay.
And one important announcement with respect to the importers and exporters. So they have relaxed certain norms in terms of
Yes.
payments for imports and all. So it's
Mm-hmm.
in and all somewhere to improve the liquidity in the
Yeah.
market and take off the burden of EMIs from the public.
They're making it
So
more
in the
simpler. Yeah.
more simpler, or rather I'll say, they're giving you time to get
Mhm.
adjusted to the.
Yes.
Obviously, cash flow, money flow is a big problem for almost every one of us
Yeah.
at this point of time. So
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a little bit help from the RBI, I can say.
Uh-huh. Okay. There's Sagar saying hi, Ketan.
Hi,
Sagar from
Sagar.
Ofin. Smith Shah
Okay.
is saying hi, Ketan. Enjoy yourself.
Hi, Smith.
And Monisha Sarage is saying we can hear you. Okay, great.
Oh, great, great.
Great support behind. She's following you
Yeah.
very well. Okay,
Yes.
so let me come to the other question. Can you brief on some of the updates released by government during COVID-19 in tax and GST?
Yes, sure, sure. So, just like the governor announced the relief in EMIs,
Yes.
finance minister also come up with certain statutory reliefs,
Mm-hmm.
because again this was long time back, so maybe it was around in March. So
Yeah.
abhi tak to there is no additional relief that's been still announced. So abhi tak it's status quo. So whatever was announced that time, we can say that is the only relief in terms of taxation or GST. Okay,
Yeah.
in terms of income tax, there has been certain additional announcement during the Atmanirbhar Bharat relief plan.
Yes.
Couple of announcements here and there in between from
Yes.
the department side. So, in
Yes.
a nutshell, I could say, if I had to take it topic by topic, so if I have to talk about first about GST.
Yeah.
So, in GST, the relief that the government has given, that whatever returns were due to file in the month
Yeah.
of Feb, March, or April, or in May, all had got postponed to the month of June.
Ha ha
So,
ha ha.
that period when everyone was sitting home, many offices were closed down, and it was
Yeah.
really, really, no, it could be understood like people don't have that much access to system or papers to do their filing process and everything. So
Yes.
that was one big relief. All the due dates for those months got extended to the June month.
Uh-huh.
Again, income tax, a lot of due dates which are falling on 31st of March. Your income tax return for the financial year 18-19 was getting time
Yes.
barred. A lot of assessments for certain periods were getting time barred on 31st March. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of there are certain applications that the people need to make with the government in terms of lower TDS certificates, whatnot. So all those timelines have also got extended in respect of income tax. So all of them are
Mm-hmm.
pushed to either 30th of June or 30th of September. And
Mm-hmm.
recently in the Atmanirbhar Bharat Relief Plan, they have also announced the due date for filing of IT return for financial year 1920, which is the current year, has
Okay.
also got postponed to 30th of November.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
GST, income tax. There's one more important announcement in terms of ROC compliance that the government has come up with. So
Yes.
this is basically a big relief, because being a private limited company or an LLP,
Mm-hmm.
non-compliance has a very huge cost.
Yeah.
Stop penalties or late fees. It could go as long as there's no upper limit to it. So
Mm-hmm.
in this scenario, the government, even before the COVID hit us, they had initially announced for companies fresh start scheme for
Okay.
companies and LLP settlement scheme for LLPs. So
Yes.
regardless of COVID, that scheme was announced. It
Mm-hmm.
just got extended because of the COVID scenario. So
Mm-hmm.
the scheme is very simple. Whatever compliance of your company or LLP are pending,
Yeah.
just do that without paying any additional fees. So they have kind
Yes.
of given an immunity to the companies and LLPs.
Okay.
Also, the last date to avail this benefit is 30th September. So this was in terms of a nitty brief of very relevant GST, income tax, and ROC matters that the government has come. Apart from that, I think MSMEs and all this financing, a lot of
Yeah.
announcements are there, but I think those are not in the when it comes to really doing business or compliance work.
Okay. Okay. Great.
That's all.
Great. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? What should be the action plan for business owners post lockdown?
Uh, so I think this question will be different for different people, different businesses, and a
Yeah.
lot of changes. I think this lockdown period has shown a lot of people have realized a lot of things for themselves, for their
Yes.
businesses. So I think doing business or rather doing anything won't be the same post lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
uh, as simple as having your family time. So earlier people used to have the family time going out to the malls and movies.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
has changed. Similarly,
Yes.
all little aspect of the business also, how you do your client meetings, how you do your
Yeah.
sales pitch,
Yeah.
all will completely change. People, or maybe a work from home will become, I think, a new normal for going ahead.
Yeah.
So all these things won't be the same, but deep down I feel one thing that will be same, it will remain same, is the compliance part.
Okay.
So so post
Yeah.
lockdown, when I think I don't know, like some of the areas have started businesses, like other
Mm-hmm.
rest part of the country has already started opening their offices.
Yeah.
Mumbai is kind of lagging behind, but even though it starts, I think the first and the foremost thing that every business owner will have to look into, regardless is
Yes.
uh, इच्छा है या नहीं है, बट कंप्लायंस ऐसा चीज है जो उनको
करना ही पड़ेगा. हाँ.
करना ही पड़ेगा, और वो it will not become more easy or more simpler. It is as it is, it will
Yeah.
be the same number of documents, same amount of information to go, and same type of written filing
Mm-hmm.
process. So
Mm-hmm.
that is same, and I think that should also be on the priority list, because
Mm-hmm.
if you see at the, as I earlier explained, the due dates, made be TDS, GST, income tax, a lot of due dates are falling in June month's period. So either it's June or September,
Yeah.
which is like immediate, June, like
Mm.
next month.
Mm.
So if you miss that, maybe you will be burdened
Yeah.
with more penalties and late fees. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the primary thing that a business owner should look out when he starts or he opens office,
Yes.
collect his documents with respect to this compliance filing,
Yeah.
and see to it that he is getting it done well within time,
Okay.
so to avoid the penalties. So
Okay.
apart from that, maybe obviously doing business, how to improve your sales,
Yeah.
all those are still there. But where my area is concerned, I believe compliance is one part which also needs to be taken on
Uh-huh.
priority basis.
Uh-huh. Nice. There's Veena Gedwani saying hi to you.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, great. So tell me now, what are the mistakes normally small business owners does in taxation or maybe compliances?
I won't say mistakes. Somewhere, it's a culture, that has been in India, or a way of traditionally doing their businesses,
Yes.
where compliance was, I don't think, was given that much importance.
Mm-hmm.
एक चलता है attitude था,
Yeah.
and but if you see, a recent past trend, the compliance from the government perspective has become very important.
Mm-hmm.
So they have started imposing penalties, notices. So it has become more
Yes.
strong. It was there earlier also, but it has
Yeah.
become more strong.
Yeah.
So the point is, maybe the government wants people to be accountable,
Mm-hmm.
businesses to be accountable. So coming to your question, I won't say exactly the mistakes people were making. People were not taking it too seriously, or people were keeping those things at a very last stage.
Mm.
कल ड्यू डेट है तो आज रात भर बैठ के काम करो, वो करो, सेल्स
Yeah.
पूरा अपडेट करो, सस्पेंस क्लियर करो,
Mm-hmm.
and this culture kind of takes off the focus of the business owners, from his business. So I feel, this compliance part, you should make a habit, to have a process in itself which is being getting
Okay.
done on a regular basis.
Okay.
एकदम last minute सब चीज करने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ना चाहिए.
Yes.
That's when you lose out very important or quality time of yours just clearing
Yeah.
suspense entries.
Yeah.
So I know offices, CA offices, or other this kind of business owners, they are stuck in their office late at nights to just get these things sorted.
Right.
So I feel you should be more regularized in maintaining your accounts records, sharing those on a very timely basis to your consultants. So your
Compliances. Yeah.
compliance is getting done in time, and also all your information is getting updated in the accounts or books in Tally on a very regular
Mm-hmm.
basis. So it
Mm-hmm.
just cuts off your stress or
Yes.
at the end of the year
Yeah. Yeah. It's more of a headache.
headache. Yeah,
Yeah.
and in just to add on over here in current scenario, as we're talking about the action plans post COVID, uh, there's one headache which is all on all business owners' mind, to get back business in a normal situation, get back
Right.
more sales. So that is already there, so just to lower the burden, at least
Yes.
get things is regularized, so you're not worried much on that.
Mm-hmm.
So as a
Right.
consultant, I believe as a business owner, your focus should be more on your business and not in minutely in doing why this file is ये accounting हुआ कि नहीं, ये GST return बाकी है, ये bill नहीं
They
है,
should
credit
not
note
think
debit
about
note
it.
नहीं
Yeah.
है. All this should
Mhm.
not be the focus where they are losing their important time.
Yes.
That's it.
There is Gaurav Kanik saying hi, Ketan.
Hi Gaurav.
Janvi Pradhan is saying hi, Ketan.
Hi Janvi. Thanks for watching.
Manoj Dhanwani is saying hi, Ketan. So,
Hi hi.
except work, I mean, this is like Excel oriented work, what you do right now, MIS reports and everything. Except work, what do you like to do?
Oh. I think this in lockdown, I kind of I developed a couple of more habits, more hobbies, I can say. But even in earlier, except work, I would probably take out time to spend some time with my wife, my family. Now that we have a little kid,
Yes,
yesterday she just turned 6 months
six
old.
years, 6 months, yeah.
6 months old, so
Yeah.
she's taking a lot of time of ours.
Hmm.
So that is one activity which I'm really enjoying in this lockdown, spending more time with her. Apart from that, I'm a great fan of cricket, so I like actively playing cricket a lot. I may not be good with the statistics and all, but yes, you just call me like you want to play cricket, I'll be there.
Hmm. Right.
Uh, yeah. Apart from that, during this lockdown, I've been working a lot on doing more videos
Ach-
and sharing taxation knowledge, accounts knowledge, and to reach out. So my idea is to reach out to business owners
Yeah.
and pass on this information in a much simpler manner.
Yeah. So, which is your channel, YouTube channel? So people
So
can subscribe.
yeah, so it's life made easy
Life.
underscore f life made easy underscore FAT. So there are a lot of couple of other channels with the same name. So our channel is just a suffix with underscore FAT. So wherein FAT
FAT.
stands for finance, accounts, and tax.
Okay. I just typed it for our subscribers to see or our
Yes,
viewers
yeah,
to
that
see.
will be very helpful.
So, and you are posting videos regularly on that.
Yeah. So yes, so my idea is to have at least one topic on per week, which I'm sharing.
Hmm.
And apart from that, if there is something new or like this announcements are coming from the government, there are
Yes.
certain something like that. So no, it has to be impromptu. That's where the value is there.
Right.
Otherwise, yes, the idea is to have regular videos on at least a weekly basis.
Great. Revan Datta is saying hi, Ketan.
Hi Revan.
And Janvi Pradhan is saying, I love watching your videos and also Munisha's videos on FB.
Glad.
Both of you are doing an amazing job of sharing your individual expertise.
Thank
That's
you.
nice, Janvi.
Thank you.
So
Thank
we'll wait for some questions to come from the audience. Maybe they may ask some questions.
you. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
run out of questions right now. What do you see in next 5 years? Is this GST what is become more of complicated will be simplified, or is it going to remain the same thing?
Uh, so let me answer this question in a little different way. Is this your question or someone else has asked this question?
No, it's like a question. So not
It's like
me.
a question.
It's for the
Oh, okay,
audience.
okay. So I'll tell you. I'll take it in this way. If I'm a CA, and I have an engineer next to me. So for him, when he is a mechanical engineer, suppose, and he sees a machine. For me, that machine is a very complex thing. For
Yeah.
him, it's very easy to understand.
Yes.
So I'll say GST is not easy. It's again, machine is also not easy, but for him, it's
Yes.
like, arey, simple hai. So similarly for me, if you ask me, like, I don't feel GST is that complicated, because as a CAs we have been practicing in VAT, income tax, and for us things are pretty much decodable. So it's
Uh-huh.
not at like it not be decoded, it can't be understood. So
Mm-hmm.
my idea is it is complicated as the way it looks, but deep down, if you understand the concept, the fundamental why such thing is there, it may be simple. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
coming to the technical aspect of it, maybe the filing process, or how to apply a GST, it might sound complicated, but I think the idea of government is to make it simplified in coming period. That's where
Mm-hmm.
they are coming up with different returns. So existing जो GST returns का format है वो शायद change हो जाएगा. So the idea is to make it much simpler. So I won't say this is complicated for our side. I think it's okay, pretty much okay. But there are certain technical glitches in it. Certain things which should have been considered earlier when
Yeah.
preparing these forms.
Right.
So those are getting incorporated, and probably coming years we should see a regular update, a regular improvisation happening from the government side on
Mm.
this compliance.
Okay. Uh-huh. Neeraj Agarwal saying hi, Ketan.
Hi, Neeraj.
Manisha Bisse is saying hello, Ketan.
Hi, Manisha.
And Revan Datta is asking, have subscribed to your channel, Ketan. The best way to save in taxes legally for small, medium enterprise companies. In short, if we can tell,
The best way to, sorry?
save in taxes legally for
Okay.
small and medium entrepreneur companies.
Uh, so there is no one way to it, Revan. I would say consult consult with your CA. He probably has ways. So this is different for different businesses, I can say. But understanding what business are you into, what is your type of entity, it's a proprietorship or it's a partnership or it's a company, private limited company, again the
Mm-hmm.
business. So there are different exemptions for different businesses. So
Mm-hmm.
there won't be a straightforward answer to this, but if we get more details about what your entity type is, what your business is,
Yeah.
and what are your clients that you're giving your services to, there are so many sections in the income tax and all which probably will be helpful to
Yes.
lower your taxation burden, I can say.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's
But
into interior designing
sorry,
and interior contracting, mainly interior
interior
designing.
interior designing. So again, maybe if he's dealing with a lot of corporate clients,
Yeah.
uh, I could say, and if he's a proprietor, I could say, one way to do it is, so generally proprietor thing, how it works, they a lot of people do a lot of work from their houses. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them have their offices also, but in case of proprietor, a lot of personal expenses can be
Mm-hmm.
linked to your business expenses. Suppose you are doing
Okay.
some meeting, a lunch meeting or something, that expense can be claimed as a business meeting expenses. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
a portion, I will not say completely, but portion of your personal expenses can be linked to your business. So
Yeah.
that's why you can take more expense benefit in your business in
Mm-hmm.
case of proprietor. And for interior contractor as a business, uh, I could say there are two ways to look at it. If he's doing it
Mm.
only on a consultant basis, maybe he's just consulting on the interior designing. He's not providing labor or so.
Yeah.
So in both scenarios, I think in case of contractor, the margin is very less. When you are hiring people, the
Yeah.
margin is very less.
Mm.
So this is one thing good that this question. The one thing that I have suggested to one of my clients, she bills separately for both the works. So as an interior contractor and designer, you are doing both the things. So keep these things separately.
Two separate
So
firms.
two separate firms, or probably two separate category of service, and the invoice
Yeah.
goes, there are two separate
Yeah.
category of services.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
you're maintaining two profit and loss accounts. So all your
Mm.
contracting expenses are getting recorded separately. And for consultant, there are again, as I told you, individual basis. Consultant is an individual firm, so all your
Yes.
personal actions can be claimed over there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I think a lot of study behind a business or a for business owner goes
Yeah.
when we talk about what all benefits you can take in taxes and all. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I had answered this question rightly, but it's a very tricky question. I'll say, Revan, that's a
Yes.
very tricky
Yes.
question. It's subjective question, I can say.
Yeah. So he's saying thanks to you for the answering the question. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe separate meeting can help you to give the right
Yes.
clarity. And Neeraj Agarwal is saying, like the way how you present news related to finance, taxes, and accounts in a layman language for people with no accounts
Glad
or
to know that
finance,
because
yeah, no accounts or finance background to understand easily. So maybe he's following your videos also then.
yes, I think that is the objective behind me starting this channel, and
Hmm.
that's what. So I think if that message is getting through in this way, I think I'm really glad. I think I'm on the right track with what
Yes,
I'm doing.
yes, yes.
Thanks, Neeraj, for that feedback.
Tell me, where do you see yourself in next 5 years?
In terms of
Personal and professional growth.
professional growth, um, so I think I want to touch base a lot of small business owners going forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in terms of next 5 years, I say I would like to develop a community
Mm-hmm.
of small business owners wherein we are providing them help
Mm-hmm.
in terms of helping build the processes internally for taxation,
Yeah.
giving them ready to use tools.
Yeah.
So again, we don't want them to get involved into taxes or accounts.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to provide them tools, a simple form to maintain things, accounts, to make them their way of handling accounts easy.
Yes.
And also a lot of schemes keep on coming from the government, and which I want to be a link. I can say I want to link myself, be a link to connect these two ends, the needy
Mm-hmm.
business owners, and there are certain schemes that the government is announcing. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe if next 5 years I want to help a huge number of small business owners,
Yeah.
I can say.
Yeah. And with the
So
current
I think
scenario.
taking a current scenario and taking this question ahead.
Yeah.
I recently faced a lot of questions from my existing clients or even my one YouTube videos also.
Mm-hmm.
This Atmanirbhar Bharat announcement the government has done. A lot of people were not quite think they're getting the benefit out of it. A limited people of limited MSMEs, I can say, were only eligible for those benefits. But
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, if you visit this couple of websites, I'm going to name it right now. Go to startupindia.gov.in, and there's a complete section which is says startup versus COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there are n numerous of grants, loans. People
Mm-hmm.
are listed over there who are ready to give you loans or grants if your business is doing something related to relief measures, medical precautions, hygiene care, healthcare in terms of
Okay.
this COVID.
Okay.
So a basket full of opportunities is there. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
small business owners who are already doing something in these areas, or people have time and more resource to venture into this. I think this is the
Yeah.
best time.
Best time.
So yeah, a lot of people are listed over there. So there are grants and loans. A lot of mentors are listed over there if you need some help. And so similarly, there are couple of other websites that the government has come up with, and it does have that information. So
Mm-hmm.
even though this Atmanirbhar Bharat relief plan is not helping you,
Yeah.
probably go visit those websites. So as I explained, Startup India is one of that. Then
Mm.
mudra.org.in. I can probably share this list with you, Bharat. So
Yeah.
incorporate this part of your video,
Yeah.
and it's more accessible to
Startup.
people.
You said startup India dot gov. Is it
Startupindia.gov.in.
India dot
Uh,
gov dot in and
then
Mudra.
we have mudra.org.in,
Okay.
and we have standupmitra.in.
Okay.
So yeah,
But
Stand Up
yeah.
Mitra has a beautiful scheme which is
Mm-hmm.
only pertaining if you're a woman entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
only women entrepreneur and people from scheduled caste or scheduled tribe
Mm-hmm.
caste, so that under this scheme they could apply and they could get funding from 10 lakhs to 1 crore, which is again without collateral.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
So people, these schemes are, this type of schemes are there out there. People are using it. I don't know. I mean, I just want more people to be aware of this fact and go visit this website and see if they can get any help from
Mm.
there.
Right, right. Suresh Notani is saying your idea of being a one-stop shop for solopreneurs, he liked it.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
Devant is saying, really appreciate if you're forming the community, count me in. Would love to discuss all issues and benefits which are around us.
Yes, sure, Evan. The thing, you are subscribed to my channel. You'll probably keep on getting links to these videos and whatever
Yes,
information I keep sharing, you will be part of it. So don't
yes,
worry.
yes. Great, great. So
So maybe
I'm,
through this channel, through this video, Bharat, I would like to request the
yeah,
audience, if they are not yet subscribed to this channel of mine, go
yeah.
and subscribe it, and there will be information coming out there which will be helpful to you if you're a
Okay.
business owner.
I'm just typing it again, the YouTube channel life Fate easy underscore FAT.
Fatigue, yeah,
Right. Okay. You can subscribe to this channel. And Jani Pradhan is saying Startup India is a fantastic resource for all of us from multiple aspects. I was a
yeah,
part of the
yes,
company Upgrade, which made the Startup India program for entrepreneurs, must visit for entrepreneurs.
great,
And
Jhanvi, great,
you
Jhanvi.
got Rasika Palekar, she's saying these are fabulous info for us, Ketan. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Because she could see
thanks.
now standupbitra.in for is for women entrepreneurs. So Rasika like that.
Yeah,
So actually, I'm run out of questions now. I don't see any questions coming in, and it's almost 9:42.
okay,
We'll wait for 10 more seconds. If someone is asking the question on YouTube channel, we have less people coming in because of Facebook. Facebook has always integration problem on Friday. I don't know why. Maybe I have to keep it off on Friday. Or my server is based in Dubai or somewhere. So in Dubai this is Sunday. Maybe they must be keeping it off, something
yeah,
like
it's a
that.
leave.
Need to check that. But last Friday also it happened like that. And Neeraj Agarwal came on YouTube. You're the second one coming live on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Jigar Shah is saying great information. Is Ketan.
Glad, Jigar.
Yeah. So how did you felt, Ketan, to come on YouTube instead of Facebook? But that is also live. You come on YouTube in your channel, but it's live.
Yeah, this was good. It gives, I mean, the perspective by which I'm sharing this information completely changes when, when there's someone on the other side who's asking me questions.
Yeah.
So maybe this thing also I discovered, realized when I did my live videos. So when there's other party who's asking questions, the
Hmm.
perspective of giving information is completely different. Otherwise, when it's only you who is explaining things, so
Yeah.
this was a very great session, I must say. Uh, Probably I wanted to touch base on a lot of stuff that
Hmm.
we wanted to help the business owners,
Yeah.
uh, which kind of I think I have covered, and so it was great. It was nice. Thanks, Bharat, for
Hmm.
running this whole thing and making me part of this as well.
Morning, someone was asking me who's going to interview you. I said, there's no one going to interview me nowadays. But maybe let's see what happens in the end when we
And you
close
never
the
know. You
community
never know.
members.
I just said something to you moments back. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you can
Devant
wait for that.
Datta is asking what is Ketan's passion apart from work. So you missed it, Devant, but he can repeat it again. Ketan, your
Okay.
passion.
Passion about apart from work.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cricket.
Cricket, I explained. I like playing cricket. I like watching Discovery a lot. I
Yes.
am big fan of these thrillers and any kind of thriller videos, movies. So any thriller series that comes on Netflix or Amazon, I kind of sneak in time to watch that. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's one thing I like. Apart from that, I'm a great fan of cufflinks. I like
Mm-hmm.
cufflinks a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know Bharat must be going. I have a good I think amount of 15-20, but those are different cufflinks. You'll never get to see those cufflinks
Yeah.
around here. So yes, I like collecting these cufflinks, which is different. And I think someday I'll share those the collection.
Yeah.
I think that will give you much more idea about how I am personally, because every cufflinks has a personal aspect to it.
Yes. And you missed one more thing.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Just help me out over here.
Pens.
Pens, yeah, I'm good big fan of fountain pen.
Yeah.
Lamy is my favorite.
Yeah. So, Revant, he got it. I just added more information of his passion. So, he missed out cufflinks and pens before, but now he added it because of your
Yeah,
question. So, great. Revant is saying, thank you, Ketan. And so, it was a fabulous time with you, Ketan. I mean, we
thank
had
you. Thanks, brother.
of course, we diverted from FE to YouTube, but YouTube, guys are happy that someone is live on our channel also,
Yeah.
and they're loving it. Someone is there. People are watching us also. YouTube subscribers will grow now. So if
Yes.
you are on YouTube, all of you, because you are in YouTube, that's the reason you're typing the question. So please subscribe to the channel. I have channel SN to Central India. This is the same channel. You should like it and subscribe. And for Ketan, it is Life Made Easy underscore FAT. You can subscribe to that channel to get more videos on that. And all the interviews are being stored in this channel. So please watch videos which you have missed out for any reason, yesterday, day before yesterday, whichever day you missed it. The world is watching you. You don't miss it because everyone is telling me about great things about my FV live. So please do not miss it. So Ketan, one advice you want to give it to everyone, or uh, one piece of advice before leaving?
Uh, I think I'll relate something to this situation that we are all in.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a very different situation for almost everyone. There's sufferings around, and probably it's one of the greatest
Yes.
greatest hit that the mankind has experienced. That is, 3 4 generations of us.
Yeah.
But I'll say it all will go through. I
Mm-hmm.
think somewhere this thing is kind of a stoppage
Yeah.
for us to help us realize something, to
Mm-hmm.
come out more better and do
Mm-hmm.
more things more effectively, more efficiently. And
Yeah.
going forward, I think we have come down. So this is what I say to myself when I say, when a business starts, everyone is kind of reached their bottom line. But
Mm-hmm.
people have seen the top. People have come down from the top, so we know where we can go again.
Yes.
So my message to people is that don't get disheartened. You are already. We have all fallen down from a particular height, and we know we could easily go back there. So
Yes.
just
Yes.
keep your calm, keep doing your
Right.
work, and you will soon reach much more higher than what you
Right.
were earlier.
Right. Right.
Sustain yourself, survive yourself, and you'll see a good day later. That's all.
Great. Great. Thank you, Ketan, for the fabulous session and the right answers, right advice you gave to our audience, and they also loved it. Suresh Notani saying thanks, Ketan, for an engrossing session. So there are a lot of people who liked your session, and you given a lot of education to them. Thank you for being there on
My
YouTube.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks, Bharat, once again. Thanks.
Thank you all, and
And thanks, people, for watching and being there. I would have probably loved to answer more questions, but nevertheless, I'm here. You are here. You know my channel. You know me. Anytime anything pops up in your mind with respect to finance, accounts, tax, just approach me. We are here. As I say, we are here to make your life easy around finance, accounts, and tax. That's it.
yes, tomorrow we have a speaker who's a experienced architect. So tomorrow FE live 9 p.m. Saturday FE works fine. We'll be live tomorrow at FE. Thank you.
Okay.